Facebook Live, it's like it never even existed. She couldn't even get a link. So I don't know what the freak is going on. I don't know if we're streaming.
All right. Hold on. Here we are live. And, oops. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
Okay.
Yep. All right, everybody. We are live on here. We're doing a test. It's an emergency broadcast test. We're just checking out some data, making sure everything is fine. Lance, man, are you hearing me pretty clear?
At Crystal.
Okay. No, I'm not.
Yep, same here.
I am not. This is, let me also announce, if you don't know them by now, there's something wrong with you.
Even if you do, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah. It is. He is the incomparable one, Lance Moss. Lance, we are just doing this test right now.
Yeah.
Just kind of running through it right now. We just want to see if it actually records to Facebook, because apparently in our other stuff it seems to work.
Yeah, like I said, on YouTube, works perfectly. Joe, you said it works perfectly on Twitch. Facebook, what the hell's the deal?
Yeah. Now, I already confirmed with Twitch, so it's like, it's working fine.
Yeah.
So I'm not even recording on there.
And Jen just posted howdy, so we know that.
Yep. So,
Howdy.
All right. So why don't we? How long have we been going on the stream for?
we just started. It is at least, I don't know, like a few minutes.
All right.
A minute. 1 minute 40 seconds.
Well, you know what? While we're here, let's talk about like. I think you said not Jeremy Borash, for crying out loud. We talked about Bruce Pritchard coming back in, Joe, and you seem to feel like this is a big mistake. Why?
Oh, God, the guy doesn't... You know, he's another Vince Russo. He's, you know, if you listen to his podcast, and before his podcast went on the WWE Network, this guy was horrible. This guy badmouthed WWE. He said, oh, you know, they don't have no ideas. This is the problem that they're having. Blah, blah, blah. And yet when he goes on the network, he's like, he praises them. He'll do a little shots here and there like everybody does.
He loves them.
Exactly. And he's probably another one that licked McMahon's balls to get the backing creative.
He's another, Dunn.
Yeah, Kevin Dunn.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised now, since Vince is obviously desperate to keep ratings up. I'm surprised he doesn't bring back Vince Russo or Jim Cornette.
Oh, I'd love to see Corny in there.
You know what the problem is with Cornette? You know, he's one of those guys who yells and screams. He just rants. I'm not questioning the man's talents with his booking in the past, but I think the problem is with today's wrestling, he has nothing. He absolutely hates wrestling today. Bret Hart, same thing. You know, when I've listened to his recent podcasts, I'm referring to Jim Cornette. He has one good thing to say about wrestling in general. I think the only time you can really hear him rant is when he talks about Vince Russo. I swear to God, these two should go out and, you know, get married. That's how bad they are.
Well, let me also put down that Herbie likes the video, so we got people that are actually watching it. Lance, what do you think?
About
Brother Love back in power?
They gotta do something to change shit up. Is this what it should be? Only time will tell, but I don't love it.
Huh?
Well, I want to chime in here real quick. Again, this is just a test for those of you who are listening. This is, you know, probably whether it stays on or goes. Last night we did Four Corner Rants, We were on, we're in Full House last night, and
we even had a break-in in the studio. Renee Young came in with a sign that said "Let Dean go."
Which, from what I understand, she still knows how to get back in the studio. Even though Zoe keeps trying to find where she snuck in at.
Now, here's the thing. We're totally off our little kayfabe thing. What we do, Rick? What did you think of when you first saw that?
I saw that. I'm like, what? It took me a half a second, and then I realized, I'm like, oh my god, we know that was for a good friend, the Vicious Vixen, who apparently still has Dean Ambrose locked in her closet. Okay.
Lance and I, we got together Friday at 1:30 my time, and he was doing his lunch with Lance.
Or whatever the hell I want to call it.
Yeah, I'm going to make a t-shirt, Lunch with Lance. What's real funny is we started talking about it. It says, it would be great to hold up a sign that says, "Let Dean go." And Lance took it another step. He says, can you get a picture of Renee Young holding the sign?
Yeah.
And that's where that took off. And we wanted to keep it the ultimate secret. And it was funny because thank God Zoe was not in the chat when we did Lunch with Lance.
Oh, I knew she wouldn't, because if she would have heard that, we both would be getting cussed out in our Facebook crew chat.
Yeah, what's funny?
Bastards.
When I went back to listen to the video to find out if it was recording, Rick, you could hear her just laughing, and it was. And I'm sure everybody else was laughing too, who are familiar with the joke the running joke we have. But we wanted to surprise you, even you, because we're like, I wonder what Rick's going to say when he sees this.
Well, again, I was checking out chats. I was just doing a lot of other things to see how things were going. And then all of a sudden I looked up and I'm like, laughing about something. And then I saw it. I'm like, oh my fucking God.
These two crazy son of bitches.
Yeah, a lot of people who listen to our videos are like, well, why the hell are these guys thinking? They're crazy and it's not intelligent wrestling. I'm like, what's anything about intelligent? HWR is not intelligent.
Hey,
it's like
wrestling.
When we were talking about this problem. We run a wrestling talk and gimmick comedy show.
Yeah.
It is slightly profane sometimes, but
I think that's what, we do over the ball stuff. Now, obviously, there's people who have better graphics, they'll do stuff and all that. But, it's the nitty gritty. And I think that's what makes the show more humorous, because it is the nitty gritty. It's it just has that thing that we had to have fun with it. Rick, I would say we give it 2 more minutes and then we could check.
Yeah, absolutely. Excuse me. Yeah, so last night we also talked about the spring cleaning that WWE's done, and so NXT being brought up at the same time. Some people suggested, or at least the news suggested, that it was Vince who wanted to bring up all these guys. People like Ricochet, Aleister Black, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, and Heavy Machinery, and Lacey Evans, so forgive me on that. And there was a time where Vince McMahon would have looked at all these people and said, get lost. Maybe Heavy Machinery and I'd say maybe Aleister Black.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you one thing. He did these call-ups. We did not see Velveteen Dream get called up. And this also puts NXT in a situation because, let's face it, they just took out some of their main hitters. So NXT is going to be starving too. Now they're going to fall on the wayside because of these instant call-ups. I think it should have been timed. I think it should have been, okay, it's time for these people to come up. But they should have readied everybody else before bringing this up, because I think, Rick, it kind of leaves a big hole.
Yeah.
I do agree on some aspects. I mean, Velveteen Dream, he definitely has that charisma, but he also refers to himself similar to the way Rock did, almost, like a third person. He says, the dream is the best thing in the world. The dream, will eventually be NXT. And again, these are just very ambient or abstract referrals, but that's how he does. And I don't know. I think also there was rumors several pay-per-views ago where he had his wrestling tights that said "Vince, call me up," and it was on the back right by his ass. So I don't know if the rumors was that he got some heat from that. I don't know if that's true or not. Again, that was rumors, nothing more to my knowledge.
Yeah. Again, I don't know, but that kind of ruined his I would say that kind of ruined his chances there. So I don't know. People do mistakes, and hopefully that wasn't a costly one for him. Lance, what do you think about that? Considering also that Velveteen Dream has not been called.
Well, it could be kind of a Bailey situation when the other of the horsewomen got caught up, because they're going to need somebody to stay back and get everybody ready so they're just not caught completely with their pants down.
All right, now correct me if I'm wrong. Has Velveteen Dream won the NXT title yet, like the main title?
No, but I do believe he just won the North American.
Okay. Well, Rick, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, one last thing about NXT, there was a lot of other wrestlers, that just didn't get caught up, and so there's so much still down in NXT that can be brought up. Some, WWE, will say, what, come right up. We want to see you on a live stream, and others it says, I'm not sure if you're ready yet. Johnny Gargano, again, Tommaso Ciampa, they were down for a while others got called right up. If you recall, Bobby Roode was only down at NXT for a few months. But I think we can round this up, guys, and find out, whether Facebook's working or not.
If it's worked or not.
No, I see it right now live. All right. So
we'll say, what, come right up. We want to see you on a live stream.
But with that, I'm going to say, guys, thanks for watching. And again, this is just a test. So.
And anybody out there watching, keep your fingers crossed this works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, real quick, Lance, tell everybody where they can find you. Let's throw some pops in here.
Yeah, you can find youtube.com/LanceMossTV. Every once in a while I go live on Lance Moss TV and friends. Never know who's going to show up. And I either do a lunchtime with Lance or what the hell ever I'm going to call it on Fridays, or I'll put up a video and you can get on Twitter. It's at Lance Moss TV.
And I am Joseph Skoldrin, and you can find me on Skoldrin's Realm. I do all of these gaming videos, so you can check me out on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Just do the hashtag Skoldrin's Realm. You can also go to www.skoldrinsrealm.com for blogs and other goodies there. Rick?
Well, right now you can always catch us over at the HWR chat room on the Facebook group section. Again, we're always doing live streams each and every Friday night. This is a test, again, as we mentioned more than 1,000 times. But if you want to check out some of the tribute videos I've done, a lot of our past podcasts, and so much more, we're over on youtube.com/HWR show. I even have a Ric Flair tribute video, because Ric Flair, he deserves to be tributed because he is a true legend.
Absolutely. And with that, I'm going to say thanks for watching on. Lance?
Save the stream!
Yeah.